doopy doopy doo. Ba da ba ba da ba ba. Ba da ba da ba ba ba. Do 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 do. Ba da bum ba bum bum. Hey, it's me, Bill. I was hiding behind those paper signs, but now I'm here. I am sometimes a teacher at Neptune Theater, I'm sometimes an actor, I'm sometimes a magician, I'm sometimes a comedian, and today I'm the person who's going to teach you magic tricks with everyday objects. That kind of just means stuff that you can find lying around the house. You are going to need, if you'd like to do this, and you can pause and go grab these things, you're going to need a stick, a pencil would work really well for this, or a marker, anything that is kind of stick-like. You can also use a paper bag. We're going to need one of those. Some elastic bands. If you don't have super colorful ones, that's okay, but elastic bands. And also, you might need some glue and maybe some markers. The first trick I would like to teach you is with an elastic band. With this yellow elastic band, you'll be absolutely amazed because what I can do is I can make it jump from here to here, just like that. And I can send it back from here to here, just like that. And in fact, if I take another elastic band and wind it across my fingertips, trapping this elastic band, it doesn't matter. It goes from here to here. Whoop, I just made a mistake. Lesson number 1. Sometimes when you're doing magic, things don't go exactly as planned. We practice a lot so that they do go exactly as planned, but life is life. I'll try that again. I'll put the blue one on my fingers. That'll work better. And I'll use the yellow one to trap the blue one. But even though it's trapped from here to here, just like that. And then we can take the elastics and put them away. Ugh. Well, maybe I shouldn't keep them up my nose. So here's the secret. And like a lot of magic, this will take a little bit of practice. When I put the elastic band on my fingers, I stretch it. And I say, it's trapped on my fingers. And saying that it's trapped and stretching it, it's like the stretching is to show the trapped. But actually, I have to stretch the elastic band because the next thing I'm going to do, this is the secret setup, the thing that you do while people are watching, but they don't know you're doing it. So when I bring it towards my pinky finger, I put all my fingers inside the elastic and it's on my fingernails. So from the front, it's on 2 fingers, but on the back, it's on all 4. And what this does, we'll do it in real slow-mo. If I open my fingers and scoop, I want to keep the elastic. I don't want it to fall off when I open my fingers. I'm going to keep it on my nails, and I'm only going to show them this side. I'm going to scoop, and it's actually going to flick it off these fingers and on to these ones. I'll show you that again. On 2 fingers, pointer finger and the middle finger, and I stretch it across the back of my hand, and without anybody noticing, I've put it so that it's on all of my fingers. And when I'm ready, I scoop, and it flicks to the other fingers. And cool thing, even if you put the elastic band on the fingers over top, and I did a little twist so that it seems like this one can't get away, the trick still works. If I stretch it and put all of my fingers inside so that it's on all of my fingernails and scoop it, it still works. Here are some little things that make the trick that much more tricky. When I stretch it, I go boom, 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 and I sort of leave it ready. If I do it too fast, I want to do the setup, the thing that's a little bit cheeky, the trick. And then I want to wait. I'm ready to go, but I'm not rushing it. Also, it's really important to tell people I'm going to make it jump from here to here, because at the end they might not even remember that it was over here. So I have to help people remember by saying I'm going to make it jump from here to here. And then I do exactly what I said. Quick recap. Onto the 2 fingers, stretch it towards your pinky, put it so that it's inside all of your fingers, and when I am ready, I flick it onto the other one. Now to put an elastic up your nose, obviously you should never actually put things up your nose. It's made for breathing, not poking things up there. But the elastics never go up your nose. What I do is I make a little cup with my hand. And I want to seal the bottom of the cup because if I don't, the elastic will drop out the bottom. So I put it on my pinky finger, and I run the elastic up the inside of my hand and sort of make like an OK sign, and the elastic is going inside the cup. And if I close the top of the cup, I'll snap the top of my hand and the elastic will stick out the top. So you've got to open the top and close the bottom, and then the elastic ends up inside, hidden in your fist. So you stretch it out and you leave this hand very still. You let the elastic stretchiness do the work. So I pinch it, I pull it up to my nose, and then I go, and I tilt my head back, and at the same time that I let go of my fingers and sniff. It actually looks almost exactly like it went up your nose. And then, because this hand has an elastic in it, I sneeze, puh, and it's like it jumped out of my nose into my hand. Quick recap. Put the elastic on your pinky, run it up the inside of your hand, close the bottom of the cup, leave the top of the cup open, stretch with the pinch fingers here, and when I go and tilt my head, I'm going to let go of my fingers and keep this hand really still. Gone. And then, does anybody want this elastic? You can keep it? No, it's probably covered in snot. 2 elastic tricks that you can do. Grab your pencil or your marker or your stick. And I don't know if you know, but static electricity can make sticks stick. That's why they're called sticks, because they stick to your hand. Here, watch. I'm going to charge the stick up with static electricity, hold my wrist, and then each finger, it won't come off. Just like that. Here's the secret. So I'm holding my wrist here, and I'm holding the stick, and as I let my fingers go, the stick seems to stick to the palm of my hand. Now count these fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and count these ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So to do this, put your hands together, slide one of your hands back and grab on. So the thumb is on the top, and then you'll know you can actually just slide that finger out of the way. And this is the thing to practice, is getting into it. So I hold the stick with my hand, and I always like to put my thumb on the outside, because if you're doing it like this, with the thumb behind, people might think that you're pinching it. So if you put it so that your thumb is also on front, it doesn't make sense as to how it could stay there. So grab the stick with one hand, grab your wrist, thumb on top. Sometimes it gets confusing, but if you give yourself the thumbs up, and then at the same time you sort of come in and grab your wrist, and you don't put this finger down. Just keep it behind your hand. Here, watch. And then slowly let go, and you can make it seem like it's floating away from you, and you've got to pull it back. Whoa, pull it back. Whoa, pull it back. And there's nothing for people to see. The stick trick. Oh, paper bag trick. It's a good one. This is a trick with just an empty paper bag. And you can actually grab little balls of magic out of the air and throw them into the bag. Or maybe it's a coin into the bag. Or it could be a magic bean into the bag. You throw me one. Oh, thank you. Throw me another one. Perfect. And lo and behold, the bag is still empty. Here's the secret. If you can snap your fingers, or even if you can get close to snapping your fingers, you can do this trick. You put all of your fingers, all 4 fingers, inside the bag, and your thumb on the outside. And from this side, when I time it, and I follow the imaginary thing, and it hits the bag, I'm using my eyes to make it seem like the thing is real. When it falls into the bag, I snap these 2 fingers, but I do it with the bag. So I hold, you can snap your middle finger, you can snap your pointer finger. I always like to snap my ring finger. So you snap, and that makes the sound of something falling in the bag. You know what you could do? You could put something in the bag, and you don't have to show it empty. You say, I need a glue stick for the next trick. Oh, here's an invisible one. I'll put it in the bag. There it is. You could put anything into this bag. The bag trick. For the last trick I'm going to teach you, this is kind of a fun arts and crafts trick. It's a trick with a rainbow. Sometimes it rains and we don't see rainbows. Things get messed up. Things are hard and difficult. But if we wait and we stay safe inside and we watch the sky, one day the rainbow will come back. Here's the secret. Ahead of time, I drew the rainbow. Let's see if I can make my camera focus in on these colors. I drew, this is my quick rainbow. I have 2 of them. There's actually another one stuck to the back. So I've got this one, which I show you, and I draw the same design on another one, and then I accordion folded it, and I left a long tab on this side. And then I folded in the top bit and left a tab on this side. And then with the 2 outside bits, you squeeze them down nice and tight, and you give it a good fold. So now I can show this piece of paper, but I don't show there's another little thing on the back of it. So I've got this piece of paper, and I rip and rip, and then I take the ripped bits and I fold in the edges. 1 edge, 2 edge, 3, and 4, and then I turn it over and I can unfold the other one, and because I put a little tab on there, it stretches right out. And because this one is folded and squeezed, I can show that the paper is all I've got in my hands. So how do you make this? Well, I've got one here. This is my grocery list. It says eggs, milk, bread, chips, 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 the important things. And I've got the same thing here. Eggs, milk, bread, chips, 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 the important things. And you need a glue stick. So you don't glue them right at the top. Maybe 4 centimeters down. I just put a dot right in the middle. And then I glue the other one back to back. This doesn't have to be perfectly exact, but you want it to be open at the top, unglued on the sides, and have a lot of openness down here. So just one little dot, sort of about where the milk is. And secretly, ahead of time, I accordion fold this one, and I leave it so that there's like a big tail, and that's going to make it easier for me to open it when the time comes. And I take this piece and I fold it over once, and then I fold it back, making another little tail. And that way I can just grab these and go, and it's ready to go. So accordion fold with a little tail on this side, fold it over, fold it back, another tail on this side. And to keep it secure, we fold down the edges. Just like this. And also, that keeps the edges of the paper away from this side so that nothing hangs over. So from the back, you've got a little package folded up, squeezed tight, ready to go. And you can say, I got sent to the grocery store. I got to pick up eggs, milk, bread, and chips. And I thought, I don't need to remember this list. I can remember it without the list. I'm real smart. So I ripped the list up, and I went to the grocery store, and I realized I forgot what I was supposed to get. Oh no! Luckily, I'm a magician, and I took the pieces, and the list came right back. Well, these are some tricks that you can do with things around your house. Have fun, practice. When things get tough and it's not working out the way you want, take a deep breath, try again. Heck, take a break, leave it alone for a little bit, and come back to it. But if you keep practicing, you will eventually know how to do some magic tricks. Thanks. Have a good day.